Heyo, it's Omnidog of Omnidog's Vault. Thank you for tuning in. This is not interactive, sort of interactive. NFL Dude, one of my friends, a viewer, friend of the show. He's a longtime viewer. Said, Jess, why don't you do a video telling us what your goals are, your reading goals for 2025, and then in the comment section, we, the viewers, can tell what our reading goals are for 2025. And I thought, that's a good idea. Then we could get everybody buying into the idea that these are our goals. Now, I've already done a video with Taylor Talks Comics about what our goals were, and I'll follow up with him in a few months. But this is, I had a lot of practical things on my first list, and then I made a more reading oriented list of goals for 2025. So I've actually achieved some of them already, and we're only 1 month into 2025, right? How good is that? It's amazing for me. So here are my 2025 goals. And you guys in the comments, you can say what you think of my goals, but you can also tell me and tell the rest of Omnidog Nation what your reading goals are for 2025. So here are. Okay, so the first one that's on my list is I need to finish all the half-read books, omnibus, big books that I'm halfway into. It is ridiculous what I need to read. What I need to finish. I never start books and don't finish them. I had starting at the beginning of the year, I had 5 books, omnis, that I was halfway through and had left for some reason. That's the first thing I want to do, is finish those books. Here they are. Gail Simone read Sonia. Finished it. Loved it. So I'll do, maybe I'll do a follow-up on the 5 books I finished. Actually, it's now turned into 6. I just saw. But I finished this and I loved it. It was great. This might be out of print. If this is still in print, it's a good place to start. If it's not in print, I'll figure something else out. That's actually a goal. I'm getting ahead of myself. Red Sonja, that's a goal I'm going to set for myself. Okay, loved this book. And yes, you can tell I had an extra cup of coffee right now. I'm shot out of a canyon. Halfway through Moon Knight by Huston and Benson, finished it. Loved it. I used to think this was a good book to start with Moon Knight, but I really don't think so now that I read it again and have completely gone through it, and it's very fresh in my mind. I think this is more complex and layered than a beginning reader would like. So I loved it, but I think you need a little bit more Moon Knight under your belt to read this book and enjoy it. Probably just 1 book. But I finished that. So that's 2 things that I already did. Now here are the other books. I'm not even to my other goals yet. I have to finish this. It contains the first 5. This is Moon Knight by Jed MacKay, and it's awesome. I've read the first 3 trades, but then I realized I hadn't finished the last 2 trades. It's a 5-trade set, and I'll be giving those trades away at some point. But that means I need to finish. I might as well finish it in this book. So far, I think this is a better candidate to start with on Moon Knight, if you've never read Moon Knight. So far, I think this is unless you want to go back into the 70s when Moon Knight started. So there's my choice for that. And a book that I need to finish. This is going to give me a hernia. This is Justice League Dark Rebirth. This is a crime. I love this book. At this point, I think it was 3 months ago. So I'm going to have to go like 3 issues back and start over again. But I'm finishing this, by golly. And so that's one of my goals. The other goal, Superman the Triangle Years. I'm not too far behind in that. I do need to finish it, though. I'm not sure if Jessica and I are going to do it or we decided we were going to do it on our own. But I need to finish this. And the last book I need to finish, Taylor Talks Comics recommended this to me, Justice League International #1. I liked it enough. I'm halfway through it, a little more than halfway through it. I liked it enough that I already bought volumes 2 and 3 of it, and I dig this. I think I'm probably going to have to go back like 10 issues to get the hang of what I'm reading. I think I read this last summer, so I got to finish this. So that's finish the books goal #1. Make top books of 2024 video. Did it. These are all, okay, these are all practical things. Okay, make Red Sonja, okay, make where to start videos for Red Sonja and Vampirilla and Deja Thoris separately. I think it'd be better if I did them separately. But people are asking where to start with those books. I like those books. So, I mean, I've liked everything I've read from Dynamite so far. They've got a really good team of writers and artists, but especially the writers on all those books. So I'm going to make where to start videos on that. I want to make my favorite Gail Simone books video. Now that I finished Red Sonja, I've got all the books by her. I haven't finished Birds of Prey yet, but I've read enough of it that I can say I love it. So if I have to finish Birds of Prey, that video won't be until December. Okay. We'll figure it out. More social media posting. Okay, I put a couple things on Blue Sky in January, and then I put a couple things on Instagram in January. Today is the second day. No, today's the first day of February. So I do need to be better at regular posting on social media. One thing I want to do on Instagram, I have a spinner rack in the other room. I have all kinds of comics that can be put on a spinner rack, and an interesting reel can be made. I could put it on YouTube and Instagram. Favorite Adam Hughes covers, favorite Jenny Frison covers, favorite David Nakayama covers, favorite Harley Quinn covers, favorite Catwoman covers, favorite X-Men covers. That sounds about like what I collect. I think I have enough Frank Cho that I could probably fill up that spinner rack. So yeah, I could do a whole series on that. Does that sound interesting? Sure it does. Oh, Reed Chancellor video. Fabulous Mr. Omnicat has a new book coming out in the summer, but I think that I'm going to try and do this video to help promote that book. So I'm going to get a firm starting time, firm publication date from Reed when he's going to be doing this. I know what the working title is, but it's not for me to say. It's all done. He just needs to get it published, and he will. So I need to make a Reed Chancellor video. Read one Omni a month. Now, I'm counting the ones that I'm halfway through because Justice League Dark Rebirth's 1,500 pages. So I'm not even halfway through that. I finished that for February. That's an omnibus. If you don't like my rules, that's okay. They're my rules. So read one omnibus a month. Room tour video. Of course, I have the Shelf of Death in here. So I don't know if I want to wait till I replace it, but I'm also kind of playing a game with myself of waiting for it to collapse. if only I could get that on video. I should set up like a night camera in here, or a constant, like a shelf cam to keep an eye on it. I do need to take all my action figures off of there though. But yeah, room tour video. I'm getting pretty darn organized now to where I can do a room tour. That's probably not going to be until, I'm not even going to pretend, best case summer, end of summer. By that time, I'll have things organized. And when I say organized, that means I know where to find them. This shelving system here doesn't make any sense to anybody out there, but I know where to find them. Finish all halfway through books. Talked about that. Finish Krakoa. I finished X Lives, Deaths, Wolverine, and Inferno. So I need to go on from there. And I'm going to try and time that so that it coincides with the release of the Fall of X, Rise of X, or Fall of House of X, Rise of Powers of X, whatever that omnibus is called. It's coming out in like the fall, August, September, somewhere in there. I'd like to, maybe I can't wait that long. We'll figure that out. Because I feel like I have almost everything, but I don't have, well, why would I care about Rise of X? I'm just worried about the Fall of X. Spoiler alert, there's a Fall of X. Yeah, X-Men Fall. That's the name of the book. Kind of like Death of Spider-Man. Oh, sorry, spoiler alert. Finish Krakoa. Read more Tom King books. Now, I just had an exchange with a gentleman from somewhere in the UK who used a lot of UK vernacular, and I had to ask him for a translation on some of them. He's a good bloke, though. I liked him a lot. He doesn't like Tom King. So, dude, this video won't be for you. The video I'm going to do, because there's a huge stack of Tom King stuff that I haven't read. It's ridiculous. He's written so much stuff, and I haven't read it yet. And I love Tom King. Peace and love to those of you who don't. Whatever. This is my reading goals. So me do am that reading Tom King stuffs. Right. Oh, and the last thing that I need to do, and this will count for an omnibus because I need to do this sooner rather than later. This is probably going to be a good March book to read. I want to read everything that leads up to and informs me on Axe Judgment Day. As you can see, I started it, but that was only after I finished the Eternals. And I realized I need to read more. I got to read X-Men Immortal Hellfire Gala, X-Men Volume 2, X-Men Immortal X-Men Volume 1. Oh, and this, okay, I'll read, wait, what? I'll read 1 and 2. I feel like I might have already. Heroes of Krakoa. Okay, anyway, this is what you're supposed to read leading up to and getting you into Axe Judgment Day. X-Men, Hellfire Gala, Immortals, the Eternals, of course, Immortal X-Men Volume 1, X-Men Red Volume 1, and Legion of X Volume 1. That is what I read online, and probably what Freddie and or Peter told me. If you think I need to read something in addition to those, keep it to yourself. No, I'm kidding. Tell me and I'll read it. But this is what I have been told that I need to read for Axe Judgment Day. And that's a good goal for March. So I will do that. And with that, you tell me what your reading goals are. This was reading goals plus video goals. Every month I'll try and do a to be read pile, as I've said in another video. So I'm going to keep trying to churn through these books that I love and own and just have not been able to read upper management's out of the house now, so I can say she's taking a bunch of vacations this year by herself, going to visit people. I'll have tons of time to read. Love you, upper management, but it's going to give me a ton of time to read. So peace and love, upper management. Peace and love to all my viewers. Peace and love. Please hit the like button, hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. Subscribe, leave a comment. Peace and love, peace and love. Try and be nice to each other out there, please. We really need it. Be nice. Peace and love. Thank you for watching.